Good evening, Matt. It is Thursday, and I'm going to jump right into it. First of all, I have a cat on my lap, so pardon the purring. Um, but most importantly, I'm glad that you enjoyed it. I am, like you said, not really that into scary stories, or actually scary movies. But recently, I've been getting into a lot more like scary games, mainly watching them online. And I know it's not really the same thing, but I might be more willing to give some scary movies a try. Maybe if you know you and I could double date with our words are hard. So, beside the point of words being hard, don't eat my headphones. He likes to eat my headphones. These things, they're expensive. Not that expensive. They're like $30. But he likes to eat them. He likes to nom nom nom, and he can't do that. So maybe eventually we can go out and enjoy the It movie together, or just other scary stories, movies. I don't know why I keep saying scary stories, but there were a few movies that I was interested in, and I cannot remember what they are called, which is kind of bad if I want to go see them. But there are a few. I think it was Meeting on the Side of a Mountain or something involved in that. It's coming out, I believe, like in the early October or actually maybe early November or something. Because I told Knox that it'd be a good birthday movie to go see. And there was a couple more that were on the previews for Wonder Woman, but I cannot remember what they were at this moment. Kit, do you want to be in this vlog? What you doing? My cat is adorable, Matt. So anyways, to jump into this Thursday top 5, I wanted to share with you the 5 things that I have learned while making new furniture for my room and such. So, as you know, I've been working on a dresser, and that is quickly coming along, and we just need to get the drawers, but that is going to start off my number 5 list with number 5, at that when tools slip, it's very frustrating. Both when I was cutting one of the drawer bottoms, it slipped on the table saw and cut out literally like a perfect curve in it. Like the table saw grabbed it and then just ran it through at an angle that I did not want it to be cut. And so I had to, luckily, I had another piece of quarter-inch plywood, and I was able to fix that no problem. What do you want? But the other part of that is that when we were routing out I believe it's called a rabbet, or it might be a dado, I can't quite remember, to assemble all of the drawer sides onto the front and the back and with the bottom in place, the router slipped down a little bit and we didn't notice it, so we ran through all of our things a quarter-inch too short. So now we're going to have to adjust the router and run them back through so they get the proper depth on it. Oh, my lap is being freed. The cat is leaving. Don't eat my headphones. So that was number 5. Number 4 has to do with my very new shoe rack. I built a 2-tiered shoe rack that can house my shoes, because my shoes used to be just kind of thrown everywhere and they were really a mess, and Kit would like to eat on the shoelaces, and that was not good. So now I have a shoe rack that can hold all of my shoes. I have a lot of shoes. I know it's not like a super bunch of shoes, but I have like my running shoes, 2 pairs of work shoes, my flip-flops, and dress shoes. It's 5 shoes. I only have 2 feet. What's going on? But, so in learning with that, I was going to do a similar routing technique, but I forgot to. So I had to quickly jump on my feet and, not really jump on my feet, but I had to make cleats instead to attach the shelves. That way they weren't, it wasn't going to be a problem. I can still support it, and the shelves were attached to each other properly. And number 3 actually also involves that, is nosing the front of plywood is a lot more difficult than you think. As well as this other, the next project I'll be talking about, was nosing some birch plywood, because that's what we had. But I don't really like the look of the birch, like the plywood, not the birch, but the plywood version where you got all the little layers and stuff facing outwards. So I wanted to put some nosing on it, and so that was interesting challenge to try to figure out how to get everything cut right and such like that. So number two is in the project of my lap table that I don't think I've told you about, although I might have because I was working on it over this past weekend, and I actually just finished staining it yesterday, and I'm still waiting for it to dry completely before I can assemble the whole thing. But I had a very fun time getting miters right on building the frame, and that is something that a lot of people I know that at least Dad has said, a lot of people have trouble getting miters right and cutting them straight and making sure they get the right cuts and stuff. And so that was a pretty difficult challenge, as well as number one, I learned how to visualize a lot better things as they're going along. I had a basic idea of how I wanted this thing to look and function in the end, but I didn't know how to get there. So I kind of was just building things that I knew I needed to build and got those done. But then I had to sit down with those things constructed and clamp them together on the way they were because I didn't want to assemble anything yet, and make sure I figured out a way that I could get everything to work properly. And in the end, it was a really good learning experience, and I learned all of these useful skills in building furniture and stuff. And I'm looking forward to staining my wardrobe and having it replace the old wardrobe that I have over there. Well, I believe that is about it for this Thursday Top 5, Matt. I look forward to seeing your weekend vlog this weekend, and I hope you have a good one.